What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So before we get into the episode, I just wanted to let everyone know we're opening up another pre-order and we're doing pullover hoodies this time. Along with the pullover hoodies, if you didn't get a chance to get a t-shirt, the t-shirts are also available once more as well. This pre-order will run through the end of SEMA, basically the beginning of November when we get back from SEMA. I'm seriously so stoked on these shirts. It's one of my favorite ones we've done yet. So head to ludwicksgarage.com to order your 924S t-shirt, a pullover hoodie, or even one of the 924S cross-country trip keyrings that I make right here in the shop. The time has come. Tonight, we are hitting the road in the 924S cross country. We're starting it. This is episode 1. We're making the stretch from Chattanooga, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas. But we don't leave until basically late tonight, early wee hours of the morning tomorrow. And tomorrow night is the meet in Dallas at BMP Tuning. We're going to put the 924S to the test. We're going to hit it straight from Chattanooga all the way to Dallas. Google says 12 hours. It'll take 14 easily. With stops, we're going to try to document this whole trip as best we can. It doesn't run hot, which is great. Fans work, coolant level's good, coolant lines look good. But we're going to hit this straight from Chattanooga all the way to Dallas and have the meet that night. So we're going to try to leave super early in the morning to get that 12 to 14 hour drive done and arrive in Dallas, hopefully for mid-afternoon. And then it's another straight 12 hour or more haul to Gallup, New Mexico from there. This is basically the beginning of the road trip. Welcome to the 924S Ludwick's Garage Cross Country Trip 2023, episode 1. Car is washed, and if you're new to the channel or haven't seen the last few episodes, the reason for this trip is we are driving this to Phoenix, Arizona to personally deliver it to the giveaway winner. So we did a giveaway for this car back a couple months ago, or about a month ago. And Aoife Malone from Phoenix, Arizona won the car. Her and her husband are total car enthusiasts, and they were all in on even the idea of driving this car to Arizona. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna drive it to Phoenix and personally deliver it and put the keys in her hand. I spent all night making some added signs for Vibrant Performance's SEMA booth, which is where we're ending up on this trip after Phoenix. I thought last night was gonna be my I finally get to sleep night. It was not. So hopefully we get a couple hours worth of sleep tonight and then we're on the road. So I'm going to prep. I'm going to spend the rest of today getting everything ready. We'll catch up with you at like 1 or 2 in the morning when we hit the road for Dallas. Seems like a completely reasonable time to leave. All right, it's 2 a.m. as we speak. We are hitting the road. We got a solid 5 hours to drive before the sun comes up. All right, guys, we are in Utah, Alabama, in the middle of nowhere, but we need to use the bathroom and wanted to get fuel, so we stopped at this Love's, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. All right, so we got coffee. Basically 3.5 hours in, 205/40 16s on this with the sport box. So this has a short 5th gear. So I'm finding that the speedometer is reading 15 miles an hour faster, and to cruise at 75 miles an hour, we are at like 3,800 RPMs. 80 miles an hour, it's about 4,000 RPMs. And we really want to be cruising at 80 miles an hour, especially out here in the middle of nowhere where the speed limit is 70 and everyone's basically cruising at 80. So we're pushing the motor. Well, I mean, maybe we're not pushing it, but we're cruising at 3,800 to 4,000 RPMs to do 75 to 80 miles an hour. Heat is good, which is great because it's been chilly. Yeah, back on the road, headed for the Mississippi border on 59. We are in Mississippi, Tumsba, something like that. We just crossed into Mississippi. 924S is doing great so far. We're still run out of gear, basically, cruising at like 4,000 RPMs to do 75 to 80. But we're in Mississippi. So on through Meridian next. We're probably gonna stop in Jackson, Mississippi for breakfast. All right, guys, we are on the Mississippi River. We are in Vicksburg, Mississippi right now on the river, about ready to cross over into Louisiana. The weather is perfect. The car, fingers crossed, the car is doing just fine. Yeah, it's been a great morning so far. Been on the road for about 7 hours now, but we're about to cross over into Louisiana and we'll keep hammering. We'll probably stop in like Shreveport or something and get some food. But yeah, gonna stay on I-20 all the way across Louisiana. All right, guys, this is the ride height. It's still low for like a 924S. It's higher than I normally drive it at, but everything seems to be going okay. We're using a little bit of oil, but top that off.
This just happened.
So the car is apparently fixing itself on this drive. The down position on the window switch on the passenger side has never worked. It's gone up, and now it apparently works in both directions. So that's a win. So let's head over into Louisiana. Keep on going. All right, guys, we are in Monroe, Louisiana, and we stopped for a late breakfast. Super Donut Cypress is what this place is called, and they hand make their croissants, hand make their donuts. So we got bacon, egg, and cheese on croissants, and we obviously got some donuts. So we're gonna try those here in a second. But these things so far, one bite in, are amazing. So Monroe, Louisiana, Super Donut Cypress. All right, guys, we have made it to Texas. We are finally in Texas, It's been a long day. It is 1 p.m., so it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we've been on the road 12 hours. 12 hours on the road in this thing, hammering. Basically 4,000 RPMs for 12 hours. So far, the car's been killing it. No problems at all. But yeah, we're finally in Texas. Got about another 3 to 3.5 hours to go, I believe. I'll double check the GPS, but so far so good. Man, this thing's killing it. I do wish I had cruise control though. That'd make this far better. Cruise control and working AC. It's got AC, but luckily it's the end of October and not the middle of July, because we would probably not survive if we were driving this thing across Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona in the middle of summer. So far it's all good. Just gonna do a pit stop, check the oil, check some fluids, and keep hammering. So we're here at BMP Tuning for the meet, and we got rained out essentially, but a handful of people still showed up. Gage showed up with his Mark 1 Rabbit, and Bailey here showed up with his Safari 944. And we were just talking about this. I want to make sure we film this. Was Bailey just, what was it, a month ago you said? Did about 6,000 miles, as far as I'm concerned, around America. He left this part of Texas and went to Rhode Island essentially. But this Safari basically did, we're not doing 6,000 miles in the 924S, but it's cool that we both have a similar story of driving these cars like long distances, right, essentially, you know? But for the most part, the thing basically like killed it.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's a few things, like in the Texas heat, the fans kind of don't really like it. So I've got like a switch panel. I got a switch. I can turn it on manually if I want.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, the back's a little higher. I need to drop it down a little bit because my axles have a shelf life of like 10,000 miles.
Oh, at the angle they're at?
Yeah, I've already went through one set. So I got to lower that a little bit. It's almost there. It's just, they start to click and then
bind up. Yep. But man, this thing is so cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. 16 hours of driving straight, and we went straight to BMP. By the time we got here to Dallas, we actually came here to the hotel to check in, but we didn't have enough time. It was like 5:45, and it was going to be about 20 minutes to BMP. So we didn't even check in. We just went straight to BMP, straight to the meet. Then it started raining, but a whole bunch of people came out. It was such a good time. It was a small little hangout meet. So got a chance to see my friend Gage, who I hadn't seen in a long time. Autry, who I hadn't seen since earlier in the year. So huge thanks to Autry for opening BMP's shop up. We got a chance to see some of their SEMA cars they're taking this weekend, for SEMA next week. It was a great time. The rain kind of put a damper on it. Had a bunch of friends that were going to come that couldn't make it because of the weather. And we've developed an issue in the 924S. And it should put us dead in the water. It should. We're going to talk about this in the next episode. I know that's kind of like a cliffhanger, but there's a lot going on. So I'm going to start the next episode right now because it is 4 a.m. Thursday morning as we speak, and we need to be hitting the road 13 hours to Gallup, New Mexico before finishing the drive to Phoenix on Friday. So there's a lot to unpack about what's going on with the car right now and how we're doing. So I'm ending the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a champion run so far. This car has killed it. 16 hours straight at like 4,000 RPM all the way here. We got some stuff we got to figure out this morning, literally right now, and we got a monsoon coming. It's about to downpour, and we're trying to load the car up and figure out what our next move is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know how I'm doing this right now because, alarm went off at 3:30 this morning in the hotel. I'm exhausted. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to be crazy. I don't know what's going to happen yet in the next episode, but it's going to be crazy. We'll see you guys in the next episode.